everyone. Today I'm gonna show a way of forcing a two circle. So I have a guns only match here and a fellow Hornet. We do have parity in that we're both Hornets. Merge sort of same speeds. So immediately off the bat, I see he's electing to go one circle. I always try whenever I merge go sort of oblique upwards, so it's sort of a 45-degree. It's not horizontal, but it's also not perfectly vertical. I see he tries to force one circle since he goes completely vertical. So at some point I already know that up here in the future he will try and intercept my flight path. And the best way to stay safe from that interception is to let off on the stick. So I'm at 5G here, so I'm actually creating a big circle and allowing him to stay inside my circle. And I can see, judging from experience, but also on tag view here, I can see he is pulled down. He's doing 8G and he is pulled down to 420 knots, and I'm still at 455. Like I have a big, an energy advantage over him. So, like I said, his job or his goal is gonna try to intercept me here and get a gun solution up here. And what he should do here, he should already start to anticipate where I would be and fly that intercept. I know that around here is gonna be one of his attempts to align our flight paths, but he doesn't do it in time, and so I won't have to jink as hard. What I should do, I think I should roll to his right wing, so roll more horizontal, and then create a new plane of motion, which creates a hard guns track for him. So let's see. He tries to come over here, he doesn't get the intercept, and he bled down to 340 knots here at the top, and I'm at 460 knots. So already he has lost the first circle. Well, I forfeited the first circle on purpose, but he didn't get the kill. And since he's trying to go one circle, he's by definition gonna be lower energy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep using vertical to let off the speed. My goal here is get to like plateau at an altitude up here, so you can actually see in the field, like in the flight path, I plateau here and then I start raiding. And my goal at that point would be to stay above him and also to stay close to him so that he cannot gain the turn room that he needs to pull his nose on. So you can see he's actually going up, but that's already a mistake because he's lower energy, but at the same time he's letting off his G. He's trying to gain back speed and create some offset, I guess. I'm not sure what his plan is, but I get to my corner speed here, almost 421. But at this point you can see on my G, I'm pulling down to get the turn rate, so I'm at 24 degrees a second at 8.5 G, and I pull down to a more manageable corner speed. So he keeps going up here, and like I said, he doesn't have the angle. If he pulls down here, I guess he could, but if he does, what I would do is I would roll my wings almost level and do another loop above him to stay out of his gun range and his gun envelope. So I just keep raiding. He uses verticality, and we get into a spiral, downward spiral. My job as the guy with the advantage for two circle, my job is to try and stay above him and to not allow the turning room. So try and stay close, but don't bleed off energy off of it. Use geometry to stay within so he cannot pull his nose. And then I just let the spiral come down. So whenever we get a transition, I should come out on top. And I know I should, because we entered this thing where ours had a much better energy. So usually, if all things goes well and pilot skill aside, the way these sort of turn fights, 2-circle turn fights, end is also the way they start. So I start with an advantage, and that's the way I'm gonna end it. So we go down, we go down, we go down. Here he uses some high yo-yo stuff, and he actually bled off a lot of energy, or he built up a lot of energy. So you can see he's actually not quite managed his speed here. On this path, this dive here, he built up way too much speed and he didn't manage it. So looks like he's too much nose down, and he might be trying to prevent blacking out, and by preventing blacking out, he's building so much excess speed. You can see he's doing 9.5 G and still his building speed. So the only option for him is, since he doesn't want to pull burner or use air brake, which I don't want either if I was in his shoes, but his only option is to use verticality, which it does. But I don't think he uses enough. I still have enough. We still have enough of a. There's still not enough turning room for him, since now it's actually flipped. I'm actually the lower energy fighter, but I now, like, my job now is to have a bigger turn room so I can pull my nose on him. And judging by that fact that there's 4,400 feet, I actually should be able to, but I don't think I quite manage. But since he gets scared of my nose authority here, he actually makes a critical error. So I shoot and he gets scared. And he overcommits to this, so he's defensive and he knows it. But what he doesn't know is he overcommits over the top to try and re-enter the fight. That's a mistake. That's a critical mistake that's going to cost him. Because at this point, I'm the 1-circle fighter now, and he should be the 2-circle fighter, since he has more energy and I have all the angles. Whenever you're trying to be a 1-circle fighter against a 2-circle fighter, whoever is the 1-circle fighter will almost always have more angles up until he doesn't and he dies. I have the angles, and he tries to recommit, and he realizes here, I think, that he's actually about to die. I have nose on. I still have plenty of speed to maneuver my nose, and for that I'm gonna take his life.